I'm Tony Damian.
And I'm Andrew Rich, and welcome to the latest episode of Himalayan Bites.
Today we'll be looking at our quarter two wrap. Andrew, it was an interesting quarter. Deal activity, we had around about a dozen deals where a SID was entered into or a formal takeover was announced. And I think that's relatively normal, what we'd expect to see. It's not too far from what we saw in quarter one, so steady as she goes. We'll get to the outlook a little later on. But a few interesting things to note about those deals, a very high level of foreign interest. So of those deals, 8 involved foreign bidders. We did have some big deals as well, 3 of them over $1 billion there that got signed up. So we had Newcrest, we had Blackmores, we had Alkene, and interestingly, Andrew, in each one of those, it was a foreign bidder.
Yeah, very interesting, Tony. The statistics, as you said, are consistent with what we've seen previously in terms of the number of foreign bidders. But in terms of sectors, we've seen a lot of activity in the metals and mining space, led by the Newcrest deal, of course. And the other one has been consumer. So a lot of deals happening in that space. We've got the Blackmores deal, Best and Less, United Malt, Costa Group. So that's been a sector of great activity in Q2, Tony.
No, it has indeed. What do you think that means for Q3 and Q4?
Very good question, and we would all love to have that big crystal ball. For mine, I'm expecting to see activity increase a little bit as we get into the second half of the year. We're not going to see a return, I don't think, to the days of 2021, but I am expecting to see activity ramp up, and we're certainly seeing that ourselves at the coalface.
I think that's right. I think it'll be a busy run into Christmas, frankly, but time alone will tell. A couple of other things to call out from the quarter. We had the scheme reforms of Justice Jackman in the last quarter, in quarter two, that we've talked about before. And also on the 23rd of June, we had the Victorian Court of Appeal handing down its decision in the long-running Cargill-Viterra litigation that involves statutory liability in a private M&A deal. And Andrew, maybe that's a topic for another day.
Certainly will be, Tony, so you'll have to stay tuned for that one. The only other thing I'd call out in Q2, it's been the type of bidders as well, Tony. We've seen a lot of interest from trade buyers as opposed to private equity. We've only seen one of the deals this quarter from private equity, and that's another trend that I am expecting to see continue as we get into the second half of this year.
Well, there's no shortage of desire or capital on the part of our sponsor friends, so let's see what the rest of the year holds for them.
Thanks everybody for watching this episode of Himalayan Bites. In the next episode, Tony, we'll have
Henrietta Rowe, the Group General Counsel of Ramsay Health.
We look forward to your company then.